Back to our top story today and major problems at the polls. People waiting in lines for hours to vote. And now the Secretary of State says that he's launching an investigation. CBS 46 reporter Sally Sears joins us live right now. Sally, what is the Secretary of State saying?
Oh, he is blistering. Let me show you, though, the line, Rick, Sean. This is Piedmont Park, and inside that arch are people who are walking in after waiting 2 hours to get here. And here's the line itself. Gino, can you see it curving around and headed down this way and way down this way? And far back on the other side of those porta potties, it goes, 200 or 300 people in line. And none of them seem to be putting the blame on Fulton County, but that's exactly where the Secretary of State says it belongs. When he got hold of him this morning, he did not hold back.
Cobb County shows you how to run an election.
Secretary of State Brad Raffensperger coolly condemned Fulton County's election performance.
Just totally disorganized mess. They had 3 additional months to get ready for this. They've had those machines for 6 months now in their storage warehouses. They could have gone out and trained their employees, trained their precinct workers. And what did they do? They squandered that time.
In Cobb County, it was smooth inside the Smyrna Civic Center, with voters the Secretary of State said were similar in diversity to Fulton's. The basketball court held election workers. Some wore masks, some did not. Voter Todd McGill spent 5 minutes casting his ballot on one of 6 machines. He took his printed result, fed it into the big black box, and outside his complaint was not enough machines.
I put more machines out so people can get through faster. I think it discourages people from voting next time. I don't want to go stand in line for another hour.
The Secretary of State is a professional engineer. He sounded almost emotional about Fulton County's mistakes.
We've done our job, but if Fulton can't do theirs, that's why we're going to do an investigation. That thing needs a top-down cleaning house because they're not doing things the way they're not servicing the voters.
Servicing the voters, and here's what those voters look like on this hot, muggy afternoon. I'm live at Piedmont Park. This is the Park Tavern location where 5 different precincts have been collapsed on top of each other. That's one reason the lines are so long. Can you see them headed in there? And the investigation that the Secretary of State promises should be, he thinks, over in time to help perhaps make some corrections in this by the runoffs in August. If not, certainly by the presidential elections in November. Live at Piedmont Park, Sally Sears, CBS 46 News.
Sally, thank you. Some are calling